Hi everyone, this is Keanu with Pampered Chef, and today I just kind of want to show you what I do because to make a bone broth. Now, this is not, I'm not going to make a bone broth like the type that you would, like if you just only drinking bone broth. And if you go onto the Pampered Chef website, they have recipes for bone broth, and it will tell you how to exactly make a true bone broth, okay? Because you can use all different kinds of bones, from pork to chicken to beef. But today I'm going to be using our quick cooker. This is a pressure cooker. And, we went to the store and we had those rotisserie chickens. I never throw this away. I don't ever throw this away. Well, all I see is broth. And so if you watch like other videos that I have made that it requires a vegetable broth, a bone broth, some type of broth, this is a better broth to make. Okay, so I'm just making a broth for me to use for my liquid, for my ingredients. And this type of broth really adds a lot of flavor. If it says water, you can go ahead and add some of your broth instead, all right, so here's what I do. This is our quick cooker. It's a pressure cooker, and all I did was I'm gonna put this into here, and into the pressure cooker, the whole chicken with the bones, all the bones, and there's extra fat and meat. Now I'm just gonna throw maybe a couple pieces of garlic in here because I feel like doing it. I'll throw a little bit of salt, just a little bit of salt, because I'm gonna try to keep this for a little while. And I have bay leaves, so I'm just gonna throw a bay leaf. And it depends, if you want this to have flavor. I kind of want mine to be kind of not too much flavor, just kind of have a little chickeny, just a little light flavor. So instead of water, I put this. And then I got some peppercorns. I'm going to throw a few peppercorns in. Now I'm going to show you. You know how you have those grinders with the whole corns? Well, it gets to the very bottom. You can't get those peppercorns. So I have like an empty container, and then I opened that hand grinder, and I saved the peppercorns here because I don't use peppercorns a lot in my cooking. And then I remember we have this manual food processor that I chop onions all the time for our salads in the fridge. So there is some left. So I'm just going to put a little bit in here. I'm just going to add a few onions, add a little flavor, because I'm going to make a vegetable broth after this. I'm going to show you how to do that. It'll be in another video. And then I store them in these jars, the big ones. And then after it's done, I keep it in my refrigerator. And it lasts like, a few days in the refrigerator. And I label it, how long, when I put it in, how long I had it. So just pour your water in here. Oh, I should have showed you earlier. When you look into this pot, it has a maximum line on the pot. I don't know if you can see it. I should have done it earlier, but on the inside, let's do it this way. Up along the edge, you'll see it. It'll say max. And you cannot let your liquid go above that. There'll be too much liquid. They'll be spewing everywhere. Then all you're going to do is put this lid on. I'm doing this backwards. Okay, here we go. Put your lid on. This is shut right here. And then you're going to go to, right here, you're going to go look for custom. Now, normally on a bone broth, you're going to cook it for usually an hour or 2 hours. But I'm just making a broth. To me, I call it my bone broth, but it's for my cooking. So I'm just going to hit the custom button. It has 30 minutes, came up automatic, and that's more than enough for me. So now I'm just going to hit the start button, and we're going to let that go ahead and cook. And another thing I want to show you with the quick cooker, it comes with a book, and then it has all kinds of different things you can make in here, recipes, all recipes, and it'll tell you times, like a cheat sheet. So this is kind of like something you need to keep by your quick cooker, so you can kind of reference to. But then if you go on to the pamperchef.com, to the website under recipes, and you put quick cooker recipes, you'll find a lot. So we will be back. I'll show you how it is. We're going to have to wait 30 minutes, and then we'll open this up and I'll show you how it looks. All right, 30 minutes has gone by and I'm done. Like I said, real bone broth, you're going to have to cook it a little bit longer. Okay, you can look at the directions. So here is a pressure release button right here. So just press it. Do you hear that? Okay, and this red button will go down. That means it's safe to open the pressure cooker. So you're just going to turn it. You hear the little beep. Take this lid off. It's very hot. Now, for purposes for me to be able to do this, I would just got one of my pots that I pour. Well, normally I do this, and I put this in my sink because it's very hot. So you can let it cool down. You should let it cool down before you pour it. So just take it out, and then what you're going to do is you're going to, I pour it into the strainer because I don't want all these bones and everything. And I would normally let this, drip to get everything out. I let it sit for a while, let this cool down, and then I throw away the bones, and then I will transfer into here, and then I would label it. I just call it chicken broth, and I put a date. And this is my tip. My refrigerator has stickies all over, so I just buy like this painter tape. And I have my Sharpie in my drawer, and I mark everything, and I date it. And then I can just rip it off when I'm done and start all over. So let me just kind of show you how this is really hot. So I'll just show you what the broth looks like. So this is really good for, like I said, when you go put, you got to put some kind of liquid. You're cooking, let's say you're just cooking a casserole, and it says add water. Add a cup of this, or, throw some of this in it instead of using the powder that's very salty, and then you just reusing your stuff. Don't throw nothing away. All right, guys, here's how to make some broth for your cooking, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you for joining me. Aloha.